Action diffuses anxiety. Welcome to this week's Friday's Food for Thought. Anxiety. It's that all too familiar sense of apprehension, dread, and uneasiness that can creep into our mind. And it's not uncommon for us as HECM professionals to experience anxiety in their day-to-day business life. It's a natural byproduct of working in an industry that has been challenged with repeated and rapid change. Now recently, I had to put this principle to work myself. I had a big stack of paperwork to go through prior to meeting with my CPA. So here are some practical steps that each of us can take. Number one, make a worry list. If something is creating anxiety, get it out of your mind and onto paper. Avoid being vague or generalizing your fears, and don't worry about listing them in order of importance or priority. Just get it written down and break your larger actions into smaller steps. For example, send out proposal packets, deliver to shipper, and generate new applications, rather than just saying paperwork. Number two, delay your decisions. Now, typically procrastination is not a good trait, but it can be valuable in some situations. We do not want to make important decisions when our minds are all seized up with fear or anxiety. Add pending decisions to your worry list, and we'll deal with those later. Three, sleep on it. After you've made your lists, enjoy a restful evening and be sure to get adequate sleep. Now, even though you've only made a list of your worries and you haven't taken any action, you may be just surprised about how much better you feel just having made the list. Now you've taken your first concrete step in regaining control. Four, take small bites. As a Nigerian friend once told me, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So reviewing your worry list, begin knocking out the smaller tasks that require little time. And as you cross them off, your anxiety will begin to dissipate. Five, voice your fears. Now, if there are items on your worry list that cannot be overcome with a specific action on your part, voice them by saying them out loud to yourself. Now, often just saying what is on your mind forces us to realize that the fear and anxiety that we face is often rooted in imagination rather than fact. If we can say some of our fears aloud, we may find that some of them sound ridiculous. Six, embrace uncertainty. If there was zero uncertainty in our lives, we would be mindless robots with no personality, depth, or character. Uncertainty is what keeps us sharp, challenges us to improve, and opens our eyes to opportunity. For example, one may be feeling uncertain about their health, but then they seize upon what they can control, their diet, sleep, or exercise. Seven, make yourself uncomfortable. Now, those who are overwhelmed with anxiety avoid new experiences, thus missing out on many opportunities. This preemptive anxiety robs individuals of personal growth and the possibility of becoming successful. Now, find out what makes you uncomfortable and write it down, and then find ways to overcome those specific fears. If it's public speaking, read books on how to become a skilled presenter, and then enlist the help of friends who are good communicators. And then next, take the plunge into making a public presentation to potential borrowers, realtors, or financial professionals about the reverse mortgage program. Now, we all face anxiety, and we all can take action to actually diffuse it. Now, what action steps do you take in dealing with your anxiety? Share your thoughts below in the comment section and have a great weekend.